This season, genuinely,
What the fuck?
if it came out after the season and someone said he was bribed the whole season to play,
I'd believe it.
I would believe it.
believe it, bro.
Do you know why? Do you know why I believe it? Because it's like you'll watch him and it'll be like a simple pass that he'll mess up. Like it's impossible to mess up these simple passes. He'll give it away.
Yeah.
It's little things like that. Like genuinely, he was playing against us for most of the season.
I honestly think he supports
Genuinely.
Liverpool, Man City.
Brother,
or both,
if it came out now that he got bribed, I would believe it completely. That's how bad he played.
I think he hates Ten Hag.
Yeah, that could be a shout.
Between the lines.
Yes, my Between the Liners, it's been a long time coming, but we are back in the studio for Manchester United fans. All London boys, I do not care. I'll tell everyone in the YouTube comments that I was born in Manchester. Standard. Boys, before we even get cracking in the end of season diagnosis, let's talk about the FA Cup final, man. Because I'm still not over it.
Well, I was watching the highlights this morning.
FA Cup champions of the world. FA Cup title charge. Ten Hag had it planned out. We're going to get into Ten Hag in or out shortly. Let me introduce my guest quickly because it's been a long time coming. The original failed wonder kid to my left is Haruni.
Yo.
To my right, the Middle Eastern Mason Mount is Ryan.
Yo.
To my far right, almost won FPL. And don't worry, my little cuzzy, I've got a prize for you. He came third in the BTL Pods FPL League. It's Naib.
Yo, back.
All right, lads, what are we going to say about the FA Cup final? Should we talk about the best player in the world of all time first?
Kobe Mainoo. Yeah, of course, man.
All right, you see that goal, yeah? How did he have the awareness to start it from the box? Do you remember the goal?
Yeah.
How did he...
I watched the highlights this morning.
Yeah, all right. First, I want to talk about, you know, the header out to Bruno?
Yeah.
How did he even know Bruno was there? Because how did he have that weight of control on the header?
Because he's the best player ever.
Honestly, I think he might be the best player.
Yeah,
of
the
all
way he
time.
plays is just like so unique compared to everyone else in our team. Like he just slows the game down, control, composure, everything. Oh my days.
And then the awareness or the drive to just keep running forward, collect the ball again, I think, from Bruno. And then
play it out
pass
to
it out
Rashford.
to Rashford. Rashford does the
Switch up.
unbelievable
That pass was
switch up
unreal.
play. Great pass.
Yeah.
I've got that record as well. Go check
right,
out the Wembley Cup final vlog as well. You'll see that goal there as well. And me screaming in the background like a girl.
You missed the goal. You spun away because you're so excited.
Jaws,
I watched that video.
Yeah, me, Ryan, Haroon were there as well. Shout out them guys. And obviously, I was screaming in the back, like, you know, when Dave got Stormzy a watch, or Stormzy got Dave a watch.
Yeah.
You hear me in the background shout out that. But yeah, obviously, then main news carried on going forward. Bruno Fernandes, Haroon, Naib, you guys owe an apology today.
No, I don't know. We owe any apology, but
No.
I'll give him his flowers. I'll give him his flowers today.
No, wait, boys. Today I was watching the highlights show and the commentator's like, Bruno's miskicked it.
What?
Bruv, he thought it was a miskick. Then when he rewatched it, he was like, wow, that's an amazing pass. And I was like,
I mean, he did. The cameraman was
he's lining up that he was going to shoot.
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Yeah,
He sent the camera.
he sent the cameraman.
That pass was class.
Unbelievable. All right, there's going to be a few apologies. Don't worry. Keep watching the video.
Few.
Because certain man on this table owe apologies, yeah? Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah, I got
Bare
my
WhatsApp
points.
messages, yeah?
I got my points still. Right?
All right, say nothing. All right, that's the FA Cup final. Anything else you want to mention about the FA Cup final? Obviously, Anana had a bit of a mistake, but we'll get into Anana. We're going to be doing player keep or sell as well. We're going to be doing Eric Ten Hag in or out, but this is the players' end of season diagnosis. Any other mentions in the FA Cup final, boys? Everyone expected us to lose.
Yeah,
Obviously, we beat
and we
City.
slapped
with
City, man. We
115
slapped them,
goals.
bro.
Everyone was class. Man.
Everyone was class.
Everyone was.
Everyone was at the world class level. Like, it was just
Sandro,
He's different level, man.
Bolly.
Varane as well. Oh my days.
Varane as well. Yeah, I'm gonna miss
Sign him
Varane.
up again, man.
1 year deal. I'm not
6
ready to
month,
let him
6
go
month
yet.
contract.
Yeah, we're going to get to that
I
shortly.
just
don't worry.
wish Martial got a feature, but can't have it all. Can't have it all.
You can't have it. We probably got 99% of
Yeah.
things we wanted.
Yeah, legit from that game.
Just that
I wanted 2
1%.
things. Yeah, I wanted Rashi's goal. I got it, and they took it away from me. I was about to
Oh
overdose.
yeah,
And
offside,
then
innit?
Martial didn't feature. That was the only other thing.
That would have been literally perfect. All our academy players scoring,
It would
goal
have been
involvement,
Garnacho to Rashie as well.
proper wing to wing.
Unbelievable. I reckon the best thing about that game is usually in the last few years there's been certain times we played against the big teams and we might not have deserved a win, but we scraped a win here and there. Or even certain times we have deserved a win, like under Oli against City, we probably deserved it.
Yeah.
But this game for sure, I felt like we were clear deserving winners.
Yeah,
Obviously,
100%.
Pep came out afterwards and said we didn't deserve it, But
Nah,
I
he
think
was
we
sorry.
did,
He was sorry.
Watching the game, like we were there, I didn't feel the pressure like they were gonna score.
Yeah.
Usually,
The last
City.
10
There was moments in the second half where I thought, oh shit, but most of the game I didn't think they were
Yeah.
gonna score. We were so solid
Like-
defensively, and we looked the more likely team to score every time we got the ball.
On the counter, that's what I mean. And then Doku was there like only threat, and I wasn't really worried because Wambi's just Wambi in it. So it was like even their goal is Onana should save that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he
So
should.
it wasn't really. I was never really worried.
Yeah.
When they scored,
When they
then
scored,
I worried
then it
because I
was
was thinking
scary.
it would be
Yeah,
typical
still one
of
goal
our
innit?
season
Yeah.
to
To
just
concede another
fuck it up, give away a penalty or something. And if we'd conceded and went to extra time, I think we would have lost at that point.
Big up
So,
Hoyland though.
bro.
Yeah,
In them last minutes, he came up big.
if
with them,
Amrabat didn't
releasing
slip
the
as he's
pressure.
playing that pass as well, we probably would have went and scored
3-1,
again.
Yeah.
I might be phrasing this the wrong way, yeah. But what on earth is wrong with Wan-Bissaka? How can the guy be so insanely good at shutting down a winger? Look who's in the Aaron Wan-Bissaka penitentiary. Mbappe,
Neymar.
who's it? Doku, Jack Grealish.
Everybody.
Every man that has
Everyone.
ever come against
Sterling.
whoever's in top
bro.
form in that moment on the left wing, he shot every
Mitoma
single
last
one.
year.
Mitoma.
And then he went to the left back position and locked off Salah, bro. And it was a Saka as well, bro.
Zaha, he used to lock him up. Like, do you know what it is? It's just he's
Bro,
so
what a
shit at
cry.
everything else.
But he,
Yeah.
It's so
don't
annoying.
disrespect, don't
It's
disrespect.
so annoying. 'Cause
No, I'll say he's average like everything else. He's not that
no, but like
terrible.
and even
terrible.
shit.
He's not
shit.
shit.
Certain things he's very
To play for
bad,
Man
bro.
United, he has to be
he's
kind
the
of decent
first
level.
defending
no,
man,
I'm
he's terrible.
saying his defensive awareness sometimes.
Oh yeah, his awareness is
Yeah.
bad. Yeah, he can't read
I'm
the
not
game
even
like
talking
that.
about he's on the ball ability. I'm
Yeah.
saying like he falls asleep at the back post.
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't. He headers it up when he should get it out.
Yeah.
Like the things he does outside of that 1v1 are frustrating as
Yeah,
hell.
definitely.
Because if he was just even above average at that, he's best right back in the world at that side of the ball, like defensively. But
To be honest, I don't think he was as good as people are saying in the final. Like he was solid.
He done
but
his job.
Doku did get the better.
You know,
of him a
us
few
being
times.
there, I actually thought he was giving them way too much
Yeah,
space.
yeah. Everyone in the crowd when we were there, that's the same
You
thing
want-
I thought.
do you know what
Well,
it is?
like
You want
he's
him to
stepping off
put-
too
But,
much.
yeah.
but he shut it down every time.
No,
he
but I
went
don't think he
forward.
did, bro. I think he did definitely shut him down a few times. But there was like, for example, for the goal, he let him go. There was a
but for
couple
the goal
of
was actually Garnacho.
Yeah,
because
fair
he
enough.
so.
But there was a couple of
so-
crosses that he let him get in. It's just that Doku's end product's a bit shit anyway.
Yeah.
I think. But he was still solid. I just don't think you can say, oh, it was a master.
No, and I think
Shut him down.
Doku was like he came on and caused us problems.
He
Yeah,
did
I think
100.
you're right.
The game changed when he
Actual.
came on.
I think Wambi didn't close him
Wambi
down
was
enough.
stepped off him too much,
Yeah.
and he let him.
But I
Cause he kept
think-
thinking, "Oh, let's send him down the line so I can slide him." And
Yeah.
Doku wasn't going down the line. He kept coming inside.
And when he did go down the line, then Wambi
Then
did have
Wambi
him,
grabbed
but-
him. Yeah.
How confident can you be to say, you know what, Doku, I know you've come onto the pitch. I know you're some game-changing winger. You know what? Take me down the line.
Yeah,
bro.
but that was,
Take me down
that's
the
part
line.
of the problem. He let him come in a few
Yeah.
times, like you said. And, but then his Amrabat's there, so it
Amrabat's
was
very,
probably
very-
the game plan. Send him inside.
Let's put some respect on
That's someone
Amrabat.
who needs some
Apologies.
For the final.
Apologies.
Whoa. You're not getting.
Apologies.
You're not getting an
Apologies, man.
apology
You're
for
not
one
getting
good
an
performance.
You're not
bro.
getting an
Apologies.
apology from
Apologies.
for Amrabat, bro.
Player
You're not.
in or out, we're going to see. Apologies.
Yeah, we'll
apology.
get to that
not
segment,
getting
but
an
no,
apology
no.
for that.
All right, lads, we'll take it on to the end of season diagnosis. That was the FA Cup. Manchester United are the FA Cup champions of the world until next year. We're probably going to be winning loads of things next year, but we'll get to that eventually. Anyway, end of the season diagnosis. Before the season started, obviously, we come off the back of the third and the League Cup. We just signed Hoyland. We signed
Mount.
Mount.
Oh, no.
Amrabat. We thought we
Play it.
sorted out the keeper issue. We thought we signed a striker, so we sorted out the striker issue. Things were looking up. Obviously,
Therefore, yeah, Morris, like, yeah.
sorry?
Yeah, we were looking up, yeah.
Yeah, things were looking up. And then obviously we had the start of the season against Wolves where it looked really bad because Cunha ran through our midfield and defence over and over again. We won the game though, innit?
Yeah, 1-0.
1-0, yeah.
Oh,
Varane
1-0,
scored.
sorry, 1-0.
We scrapped, we should have. Yeah, we should have.
penalty last
Yeah,
second.
VAR
No,
saved
they
us.
clattered, man.
VAR saved us that game.
Obviously, then we had a horrendous Champions League run. Anana made a few mistakes, which we'll get into as well. Then we got knocked out of the League Cup against Newcastle. We looked bad. I think we lost 3-0.
3-0
at Old
at
Trafford.
home.
I think I was there as well, actually.
Opta us.
I was there at Old Trafford
That's how we
against
lost.
Newcastle 3-0. Bro, I'm the positive jinx,
It's
yeah?
me. I told you 40% increase that we're gonna win because I'm going to the FA Cup.
When me and you've gone, we've never
We've
seen
never
a
lost.
Yeah.
No.
Is it? Okay, that's it.
If we go together, we've never seen a loss. Every time I go,
we
with
will
Ruth,
never
we
lose.
lose.
We will never lose.
I
when I'm
lose
there.
more time, bro. I've seen like 3 wins.
I've never seen United lose. Actually, that's a lie. The first game I ever went to, I think we lost 3-1 to Spurs. But that was at 99.
Saib's never seen a United win. Sorry. Real talk. Saib's never seen a United win.
I've been with him when we've won. He only wins when I'm there. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. All right. Anyway, so obviously we had a pretty shocking season overall in terms of Premier League and League Cup and Champions League, and we've pulled it out of the bag with the FA Cup at least. We finished 8th in the league. Let's keep it away from the manager criticism or praise for now, because we're going to come to that shortly. End of season diagnosis. Is there any players that stand out for you, or anyone that you want to pick out to praise or criticize?
Praise.
Or let's say praise first. Who would you praise? I know it's been a bad
Me,
season.
I'd praise obviously Mainu, Garnacho, Hoyland, I think, for his first year. But for me, Dallo, I think he's been the one like bright spark in the team.
He was the most consistent one.
Yeah, it's not that he's amazing, but you just know he's gonna give you at least 7 out of 10.
Yeah,
like he was performing.
He tries.
He tries. Yeah,
He's a good
Passionate.
player, man.
He's a solid.
He played every game
he's
as well.
improving,
Now.
isn't he?
He's improved a lot. Yeah,
That's a feat itself. Like, if you play every game for the club,
yeah.
bro,
He was always
you
available.
deserve more respect.
We've moved him out of position. He's
Yeah,
gone left
in and
back,
out, inverted as well.
like,
Yeah, he's done pretty much
he's the
everything.
only one I can. And then I think towards the end of the year, Bruno.
Yeah, the last 1 or 2 months, Bruno turned up 100%.
And like, who would you say? All right, so it's been a pretty bad season. So are you saying there's only really 1 or 2 standout performers, which is probably fair?
I don't think there's any
base.
even standout.
I would say
performers,
Mainu
bro.
is the standard.
Mainly
Yeah,
the only
yeah,
one. 'cause
actually,
he-
Garnacho?
Mainu's only-
Garnacho, no, he's had his
He did
moments.
his,
Yeah,
he did
that
his
was
best.
moments.
Yeah.
Because this is Mainu's breakout year, isn't it?
Yeah, I think with Garnacho, he at that age he shouldn't be playing how many games
Yeah,
he did in
he
a row,
started
and
like
you could see
37
it
games in
take
a
a
row,
toll on
bro.
him. Like as the season went on, he was a bit less explosive and all this kind of stuff because it's gonna take.
And
toll
I
on him.
think like you see at the end of the season, that 1 week break between the final day and the FA Cup helped Garnacho, helped Rashford. Like those guys looked sharper at the end of the season than they did at like from March onwards.
Yeah.
These guys look tired.
Yeah, I think isn't it a stat like Garnacho started the last 35 games.
37, 38
Yeah.
games. Yeah,
So-
it's ridiculous.
And I actually checked before you guys came. He's played the second most games this season for us, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Guess who
Plays
played more?
every week.
Dallo.
Dallo, innit?
No.
Bruno.
No.
Oh,
Oh, no, no.
No,
Oh, it makes sense.
Only Onana played
Yeah.
more games.
We haven't got
To be
backup
fair,
keeper,
okay.
innit? So it
For
makes sense.
natural.
Bruv, that's because man don't even drop him when he was in fucking AFCON.
yeah, that's
Man was
true.
playing 2 games a day and shit.
Trust. Yeah, we'll get to that shortly. Just before we give out our player of the season awards, I want to remind you of our predictions back way in August. Naib, you didn't send me your predictions. I don't know why. Adnan, you guys might kill me for this one. I had United first.
Of course you did.
Haroon, you had United third. Interesting. Why is that, Haroon?
I thought even last season, I think Arsenal and City were very much ahead of us.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't think we would fall off like this, to be honest.
Yeah.
With adding players, but yeah, City and Arsenal, I think for me, were clearly going to be better than us this season.
Fairs. Jeeve, who's a United fan, had United second. Ryan, you had United second.
I would
is
actually
probably
put us
understandable.
third, but I did that because I bet Hassan on the podcast that we were going to finish above him. So I couldn't then change my prediction.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but
Just out of interest, Haas had us fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Where he had us fourth.
Arsenal fan, innit? Yeah.
Arsenal fan had us fourth. And Ryan, you had us second. Sorry. Saib had us second as well. I guess that kind of makes sense because of last season. You expect us to do better.
Yeah, we had a decent summer as well.
Yeah,
yeah,
we had a decent
for
summer.
me, like, I thought Arsenal would just fall off a little bit because I thought they were so good in the first half of last year.
Yeah.
So I thought they might drop and we'd improve a little bit and it would be enough to go ahead of them. But
I think that
to
was
be fair to them, they improved.
yeah.
All right, lads, we've had a pretty bad season, so we'll start handing out the end of season awards. Obviously, FA Cup champions of the world. I will keep repeating it. Still an unbelievable season, potentially, in my eyes. I'm just saying. All right, we'll start off on the bad side because it's been a bad season overall. Who is your Manchester United 23-24 season flop of the
I
season?
feel like I do this every other year. It might be Rashford, but I'm going to actually go with Casemiro.
There's so many contenders. Like, if you think
All
about
right,
it,
who's the contenders? Rashi?
Rashford because of the drop of Casemiro. He also has a drop of as well, and
Onana?
Onana, I was going to say, because the howlers from Champions League.
Yeah.
That's a
let us
big.
down.
He let
He's
us
had a
down.
few
man.
howlers
That's
over
the
the
biggest individual.
Champions League, he cost us.
Really cost us,
Yeah.
man.
Which is mad.
Yeah, it-
I hate saying
To
that,
be honest,
but-
even if you go back and watch our Champions League
Yeah.
games, we actually played.
That's when
pretty
people
good
forget because he
most of them.
turned. He turned.
He just
it-
made
He
mistakes.
did turn it around in the Premier League.
Yeah,
Like he had these really good performances, but
yeah.
we can't forget the
To
Champions
be
League.
honest,
game.
when you're facing that many shots, bro, you're bound to make more.
Oh yeah,
mistakes.
it looks good on like highlights. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I don't know, man. The flops could be any of them guys.
It could be.
really.
Yeah.
Like,
I
even
hear- I
Mount
hear.
not playing. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
yeah, you can
I
shout
wouldn't,
that.
I wouldn't
not-
say he's a flop though.
No, I wouldn't say
I'll
they're
give him the
flops,
benefit of the
but,
doubt.
like,
he didn't play.
It's a flop signing.
just not
but
playing
it's
is-
a,
I'd say it has to be Rashford or Casemiro.
to pick a player that played at least some amount of games.
I
It's
would-
probably Rashford then.
I would go Casemiro because
But think about
Well,
that.
actually, you see who's
but
played
with
more out of Casemiro or
yeah,
Rashford?
the only grace
I think Rashford played
the
more.
only grace
Rashford
I'll
played
give Casemiro is because he's been out of position and Ten Hag's not
No,
really
but even when he was
helped
in position,
him at
he
all.
was
Better at
arse.
centre-back.
Even when he was in position, he
He
was,
was actually
arse,
better
man.
at centre back.
I don't think he was any
He
better,
was
man.
arse.
He was just doing his
Casemiro-
job, man. He was just doing his job.
Casemiro played
Just-
32 games.
Yeah, Rashford played more than that.
Rashford played 43 games.
43 and he's just been rubbish, man. He's been
8
bad.
goals, 5 assists for Rashi in 43.
It's not good
They were
enough.
pity
They're
goals.
both-
Pity goals. Some of them are pity goals.
they're-
And
It's not good enough, but Casemiro's
his fall off was crazy,
fucking
yeah.
awful.
Yeah.
And there wasn't a game this year where I was like, yo, that looks like the old Casemiro. He just
Fully.
looked arse every time I watched him play. He looked leggy. He was giving away. Bruv, that Crystal Palace might be the worst performance I've ever
Yeah.
seen from a player ever.
Individual.
Like
performance.
Rashford
Yeah,
doesn't
legit.
have that low. Like he wasn't good, but he wasn't going out there fucking disgracing himself. That Casemiro.
not even that
performance
game. Like even
was-
early in the season, like even in our reviews, remember I called that Casemiro like he actually fell off. He hasn't got legs anymore.
Yeah.
He can't do
I
his
was
usual
gassing
job.
him up so much last
I don't know what
season.
happened.
Yeah,
like,
but rightfully so. Last season he was very good.
But what concerned me this year was like the mistakes he was making weren't
Just
just his
stupid, bro.
legs. Like he was getting twisted inside out at Palace.
Yeah. No, why does he keep diving in? That's what I don't know.
He done that last season as well. He was just winning it more. I think
No, but
he's
now
very
this
rash.
season he's diving in, knowing he's not going to get anywhere.
This season,
Yeah.
genuinely,
What the fuck?
if it came out after the season and someone said he was bribed the whole season to play,
I'd
shit,
believe it.
I would believe it.
believe it, bro.
Do you know why? Do you know why I believe it? Because it's like you'll watch him and it'll be like a simple pass that he'll mess up. Like it's impossible to mess up these simple passes. He'll give it away.
Yeah.
It's little things like that. Like genuinely, he was playing against us for most of the season.
I honestly think he supports
Genuinely,
Liverpool, Man City.
brother.
or both,
If it came out now that he got bribed, I would believe it completely. That's how bad he played.
I think he hates Ten Hag.
Yeah, that could be a shout.
Because bro, like he got dropped for the FA Cup final. His best game we've played all year. Like,
Bro, he was actively trying to be shit.
because bro, I'm
He
not. A
wasn't
fan,
even on the bench, you know.
no, I'm not a fan of Amrabat, yeah, but he looked so much better than Casemiro, bro. Like,
Because he can pass.
he can fucking move.
Yeah.
Well,
he's
even then.
he's a bit slow as well, bro. That man looks heavy on
I
there.
think on the basis of that conversation, I think we're all giving it happy to give it to Casemiro.
It has to be.
But I don't know. It's a joint. I think
unless
it's
you
a
wanna give
joint.
Rashford.
has
Rashi's
to
in
be,
the
man.
convo,
Yeah.
but he's got the Arsenal goal, the City goal. I know we lost these games in it, but he's
Arsenal
got
goal?
moments in the season when we lost at the beginning of the season.
Oh,
he
yeah,
went
yeah,
cutting,
yeah, yeah,
scored
yeah.
the banger against
The only
City.
thing, I think, because
Yeah.
Casemiro's a midfielder, you'll see it more. He'll stick out more.
Yeah.
Than when Rashford doesn't do much.
and,
'cause he's a
and,
winger.
and the thing is with Rashi, like those guys, they're attackers, isn't it? When they're not scoring, then it looks awful because that's what you need from attackers.
Yeah.
It wasn't that.
No, but
any
his
of our
effort.
attackers
Everyone's
did
talking
well.
about his effort.
Yeah, but
in
effort to me
game,
is
but, like,
nonsense, man. Because
It's not
That's not
nonsense.
nonsense.
no, it is because
For a player like him,
you're
he should be given
You
it.
know the setup is fucking awful, and then you want this guy to just run around aimlessly. And
It's
then
not aimlessly,
It
but
is
if
though.
you're near a player, put in a shift, try and get the ball back.
No, but it's aimless.
That's the
running.
basics.
It's a lot of it is aimless.
It's
So
not,
to me,
if
no, I
someone's running
think,
past you,
I think he can do better in effort. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is a lot of it is after him because it's Rashford. Because I watch other players do the same thing, and no one talks about it the way they talk about
Like
it when
who
it's
though?
Rashford.
like I personally think us for, I don't know about Naib. Naib's kind of like got a target on certain man. Like he's
Got
agendas.
personal agendas.
I
yeah.
think Haroon's the same. Like sometimes you got agendas. I feel like me and you, if we saw, say like Casemiro or Mount or someone else not playing the same shift Rashford is, I reckon we'll call it out.
No, but we are calling it out. But what I'm saying is he gets targeted more than others do, and I think unfairly Rashford. Like I don't understand when people
No,
are turning against that kid.
Same,
Like that's a United
same,
boy right
same.
there. So the criticism he gets from United fans is crazy to me.
It's not that blasphemous, like
Yeah,
because
no, but
think
you
about
can-
it, like
you
it's
can
been
regress
consistent
as
pattern. He's been on it one season, then drops it.
Yeah, but
So
you-
like,
that's
don't
also
you
not true.
In
though.
that, in
It
that
is.
jarring
It is
for a
true.
fan, like
it's not true.
He's
It's
had
not.
2 seasons where he's got like 7 goals.
Literally,
bro.
2020,
In his last 7 seasons,
2021.
he's got 20 plus goals and assists out
Like
in
5
5 of them.
times, yeah.
In 5 of them out of 7.
Like,
Right.
and when we're doing well, he's doing well, and people act like there's not a coincidence there, bro. If the team is playing shit, it's going to affect your attackers. Like your those guys are not meant to have bad years, but they're going to when the team is that bad.
And also, I think me and Ryan are saying he should still do better.
Yeah,
but
of
he
course.
gets unfairly picked out more
fair,
so
yeah.
than other
I-
players.
Do
And
you
I
know
think
it's-
that's because we respect, we think he's good,
At a
so
football
you
club,
hold him.
you're always going to pick out your better players, your best players first when things are going wrong. If they're not performing, you're going to pick them out in it. They're meant to be the people who are going to drive your team forward and that.
Like Rashford
That's
and
why,
all
like, I get it. Sometimes it's definitely unfair, but that's the reason most of the time. Like,
No, and
you're
I
gonna
hear
pick
that.
out your best players.
And I hear it, yeah. But what I'm saying is, for other players, we give context. But for Rashford, there's no context. People don't factor in that he's had no left back all year. He hasn't had Shaw going in beyond. So a lot of the time, he's 2v1. When Garnacho goes out there, it's not like Garnacho does amazingly better than Rashford did. So it wasn't like, oh, we dropped Rashford and then we improved. Like people were saying, oh, drop him. He dropped out the team when he got injured, and we were still losing games. We're still not creating chances. So it's like he gets unfairly criticised. Maybe you're right, because he's one of our better players.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I see fans go over the top.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
no, I agree with that.
But
They go over the top.
that's a United boy right there.
Yeah.
Don't tell that kid he don't love the club. Like you see him the other day, he has to fight fans, his own fans.
Yeah, that's pathetic.
Like, you know, obviously we're going to get to keep or sell, but you know, for people to say to sell Rashford, I think is crazy to me because, no, I'd understand if Rashford had said, you know what, I want to leave, my heart's not in it, I'm not going to give my all to the club, then I say, fair enough, you got to go. But other than that, you should be doing your utmost best
Forcing
to keep
him.
him at the
Yeah,
club.
yeah.
Because he's an academy player, he's what embodies what Manchester United should be and what it is. You know?
He's bro.
That's what I think, personally.
You
I
want-
don't think Haroon thinks the same.
You
I
want
don't
you
think
want
so.
these guys coming through the academy, yeah, and then you support them.
Yeah, 100%.
And you want the players coming through the academy to see players like Rashford and say, you know what, I can succeed here.
Yeah.
Kobe Mainu, you want him to succeed because he's a United boy.
But
Like,
he
and
still should be a better role model. Like,
He should.
At
Do
the
you know,
same time, he's
I
had
think
disciplinary issues
he
this
doesn't
season
help
as well.
himself.
He doesn't help
Yeah,
himself.
it's off
Because
piss.
it's when anything goes wrong, like people, let's say for example, Arsenal will say his performance was terrible. He'll jump in an interview or he'll go online and start typing that he used to take 5 buses to training every week, and people are questioning his character. It's not about his character. Like I agree with
Some
Ryan said.
people on
Yeah,
Twitter do.
when people talk about his character,
we're not
I don't-
questioning his character,
Yeah, I don't
but
agree
some
with that.
people
yeah,
are.
Yeah, 100%. You're right. But when it's about performance, he'll never come out and say I've been poor. He'll come out and start talking about all the struggles he went through to get to where
but
he is.
you-
stuff like that. I don't like
What
that.
bothers me is if we're criticizing him, do you think he's not already being hard on himself? Because he's a United boy. Like that kid grew up supporting United, came through the academy,
But that's football,
wants nothing but the best for the club. Yeah, I get that. But as a fan, you should also realize he's a fan.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like he gets criticized, and then there's players that probably aren't United fans playing for that club who don't do half of what Rashford does, and we just let them
It's
off
'cause-
the hook.
do you know it's because
Yeah.
we know most of them are shit. Let's be honest.
And Rashford, like people act like last year he didn't do what he did.
Yeah, no, it's
Bro,
it is
exactly.
because of that.
He scored 30 goals last season. People say he's shit now.
He's not shit. He's a very good player, but he's very inconsistent.
Yeah.
It's safe to say that.
Yeah,
but as a team,
Well,
we're
the
very
club is
team's not doing
inconsistent.
well,
yeah.
So if he was playing under Fergie or Pep, if he went City now, or even if he went to Arsenal now, he's gonna get you 15 goals at Premier League season every season
How do you know that?
because he's gonna
But
get.
I know
put
we've
in-
seen it,
He's
but
gonna
like-
get because he's done it for United, and he's gonna get put in a position to succeed. Arsenal leave their guys. Martinelli this year got he was poor, but if Rashford had the chances he had this year, he was scoring more.
And also, he's done it for United teams that have been dysfunctional most of the time. Like Arsenal
Yeah, he's
right
been-
now.
yeah.
I think
Like
we
last
give
year
him,
carried
but
them,
I
yeah.
think we
And
give
are
him
doing
more
well.
freedom than those teams will give him.
Yeah, but if you put him into a position to succeed, like you just ask him to run in beyond every time, and they actually look for him. We don't do that.
But would he make that effort?
Bruno's
You're
the
not-
only
we
guy.
just mentioned him about effort. Would he make that effort and being a well-drilled team like Arteta's?
Of course, because he did it last
Come
year.
back.
He did it last year when we were well drilled.
No,
The thing
he
is,
had
the
a
type of
striker
team
that
you want to
helped him
play,
though.
you're not going to get as many opportunities.
He had players around him and that.
But at Arsenal, at City, he would have players that would help him. At United, players don't. There was no system. Last year we were functional, and he blossomed because of that. He had a striker that helps him. Højlund would help him. Højlund
Yeah.
presses to death. This year we just weren't a functional team.
All right, lads. So I'm sure there's plenty more debate of Rashford to come in the player keeper. So stay tuned for that. All right, flop of the season. We'll do one at a time. So
Casemiro, yeah, I'll go with Casemiro because we've been going on with Rashford.
Yeah, Rashford's second though because it's not good enough. But it's Casemiro. Man.
I'll say
He was playing
Casemiro.
against
Yeah,
us.
I'll say the level of fall off from Casemiro. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
I still can't believe.
Bro, he got
weird.
bribed. I'm telling you, it's gonna come out soon, bro.
All right, flop of the season is done. We'll take on to a slightly more positive one. Most improved player of the season.
Dallo.
Potentially our player of the season as well, but we'll get to that shortly. Dallo? Anyone else that's improved? I guess you could say Manu, but we didn't know.
You can't say me.
Maguire maybe.
Maguire was improved, yeah.
Put some respect on Maguire's name.
Allow
We'll
it.
get to that in player keeper, so
We could say Hoyland as well because he kind of learned the game a bit. He had a little
Maybe
patch. He had a
maybe
patch.
across the season.
Had a
yeah,
patch and
from,
then
if we're doing it from last season, then
Yeah,
from last
Onana
season squad.
across the season?
nah.
He's a kind of.
final
I'm
just-
talking about like a young
that
player
goal
like
pissed me off.
Hoyland. He learned the game and stuff like
I'd say
that.
Dallo.
But yeah, Dallo overall, man.
last season, if you go back to keeper, so we might have a lot of us might have said so
it?
Dallo. Or,
Right.
Possibly, yeah. I think it was a debate between
squad player,
Wemby or
but now-
Dallo.
Yeah, at the start of the season.
Yeah, he
Dallo
raised
was
the
good,
ceiling
and
there.
then-
If a player raised the ceiling,
Because now I
That's a
think it's a
definite improvement.
no-brainer that if they're fit, I think Dallo starts as a
Dallo's
right
better
back
than
in
him,
it.
genuinely,
Dallo,
yeah.
he's just a lot better on the
Diallo? Ahmad Diallo almost improved?
No,
Nah,
because he's a baller.
he's a baller. We know he's a baller.
I was saying from
Guys
last
just
year,
weren't
let
playing
him
him.
cook, bro.
Championship,
Bring him
yeah,
back and
legit.
let
The
him
guy
cook.
brought him back in the last 4 games, bro. And finally dropped this son Anthony, bro.
And stop playing. Bruv, didn't even play him in the final. That
It
Sad,
worked, to
man.
be fair.
Yeah, proper
Can't
sad,
but
lie,
I should have
man.
brought him on.
Yeah, you should have brought him on.
After that Liverpool moment, he deserved it.
Trust. All right, so most improved, we're probably going to go Dallo, yeah?
Yeah, I'll go
Yeah?
Dallo, yeah.
Yeah?
Fair enough, yeah.
All right, regressed the most. Who's
Rashford. Oh, Casemiro.
Casemiro, man.
Yeah.
Casemiro.
Has to
has
be
to be
Casemiro. You know, this Rashford season weren't as bad as the
These
Rashford.
other ones, yeah, that's what I mean.
yeah,
That's what,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
trying- that's
yeah,
what we're
yeah.
going by,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It just
No,
been, it's a
that's
pattern,
what we
innit?
I don't know, man.
That Rashford ranked
years
season.
ago.
No,
was-
yeah.
was
2
bad.
years ago.
Then
he
after
was-
lockdown, I can't remember when it was, but he was non-existent. This one, he tried his best.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
see some
you know
games.
what?
Yeah, he's more of a presence now than he was 2
Yeah.
years
You know,
ago.
it's not even about Rashford, bro. Casemiro's just so
Yeah,
bad, bro. I can't even.
yeah.
Like genuinely, all 4 men on this table would have done a better job
Nah.
than Casemiro
Real
this season, bro.
talk.
Like, I was about to say, yeah, I said Rashford, but no, it's Casemiro.
Yeah, it's
What
Casemiro.
the fuck was
Horrid
he
ball.
doing?
Regress the most, Casemiro. I hate saying this, bro, because he's such a football legend, man. And the amount
In
of
the
times
game,
I've
yeah.
guessed
I
him
know,
is
bro.
so-
There's something wrong with Brazilians, bro.
Yeah.
They
After
hit
30, yeah, it's weird, man.
He's only 30, bro. Like, he should be
Nah,
fit.
what is
He
he,
should be in
32
his
now?
prime.
Yeah,
He's
he's
31.
31, 32. But
31.
He turned 32 in the summer.
And also one thing, yeah, I just want to. The season before, you know, last season he played his most games in his career.
yeah,
in that
that's
season.
why he's fucking
with
falling
high
off a cliff.
intensity, like it's just crazy.
He's
I don't
only
know
played
how.
over 50 games twice. Once was last year, and then once was like his first season
Yeah,
at Real
yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah. It's clear to say like Casemiro sacked it in. Player keeper cell will get there short.
But look, Klopp paid him 100%.
100%, bro. You got bribed, bro.
All right, unsung hero of the season.
Johnny Evans.
Yeah, it has to be.
Bruv.
Has
You
to
know
be.
what,
But I remember that shot I gave. I said
That's
he
a
could be our
great
signing of the
shout.
season. Remember that?
Has to be.
You know what? That's a
Say he could
great
be our
shout.
signing
Bro,
of
the
the
guy
season,
came here
bro.
to
He
fucking
is
do
Yeah,
coaching
I-
badges.
legit coaching badges.
I don't remember one game where you could pick him out and say he didn't play
Maximum
well. Or like
5
or he was
appearance.
shit, or yeah, he was. He
Give
was,
out water bottles. A
Yeah,
man's
on-
playing like 30 games.
with the
What
crisis
the
that
hell?
went on at centre back. Yeah, that's a great
bring-
shout.
That's a great shot.
Few man of the match.
Kambala? Maguire?
Kambala played
Evans,
like 3 4 games and
no,
one of them
Unsung,
was a
bro.
stinker.
Bruv,
No, but he's on the side cheering up the fans. I love
No,
it.
do you know what? I love
I don't
his
like his-
personality.
I love it.
yeah.
Did you see his quote that he said? He's like, I'll always be the first one to celebrate with like Manu and Garnacho. These are my brothers and that. He's like, I'm a fan first as well.
The way he ran down that touchline, he knew you weren't coming on and he was gassing everyone
Yeah, he
up.
was making everyone get up, bro. I love that guy.
I love that, man.
But nah, it's Johnny
only
Evans. Man.
issue
He
is
shouldn't have fucking.
he's
He
good.
shouldn't have played a game for us this year.
Yeah.
And he played like 30-something games.
And
Let's see how many games he played.
That assist for
You know, he's
Bruno,
won it all
big
as well,
him
you
up.
know.
Yeah,
He
he
won
won
it
it.
United,
all. So he's
yeah,
a Man United legend now. Think about it.
He already was.
That's crazy.
He already
That's crazy.
You know, he's in
came
that,
back to
he's in that
United.
he's in that like Fletcher bracket. Of
Yeah,
legends.
Yeah. One of the
Should never have been sold.
Like, he's a
He
squad
for
player,
highly
but
respectable player.
should
Like,
never have been sold.
Evans played 30 games. Maguire
he's
played
on-
31
big
games.
Yeah, he's
bro.
unsung.
like, do you know
hero.
his picture should be at Carrington now? Like,
Probably
Bro, he
was.
should-
monster man.
He should never have been sold when we sold him.
Yeah.
He was better than
100%.
Smalling
Back in
and
2014.
Jones
LVG got
and
rid of him,
them.
innit? LVG
got rid of him.
A few academy players still, or young players. Like, no, he
He was playing academy.
Januzaj and them,
Oh, yeah,
man.
he was. Yeah.
This guy
Yeah.
smoked Arsenal.
Cleverly
Tyler Black
and-
here,
Yeah.
man.
Man was
Gorilla.
slapping in Cameron.
He got rid of
Jackson
Welbs
and
as
them,
well.
Oh,
man.
yeah, that was
He
Danny
got rid of
Welbeck.
a few academy players, but brought some in as well. It's
Borthwick
great.
Jones was the original Trent, bro. That whipper.
That cross was crazy.
Charles Borthwick
That's
Jones.
all he had, though.
All right, lads. Final award in the end of season diagnosis before we take on to the managers and players, as I keep repeating. Player of the season is probably it's 2 candidates, I guess, right? One is obviously Dallo, and 2 is probably Bruno because of the way
The way it ended the season.
Nah, it's
the
not
way it
Bruno,
ended
man.
the season.
Yeah, he ended the season well, but
He did.
over the course.
He
of
got
the
us
season,
mad
he
points
was-
though. He got those vital
I'm
points.
gonna give Mainu a shout, bro. I think he
Yeah.
came into the most
Yeah, I won't be mad at
dysfunctional
that.
team I've
Yeah,
ever seen
fully.
in my life, and he's still like
Bro,
out.
18.
At 18.
Yeah.
He was the only
Yeah,
player.
you know what? Give it me.
He's the
Yeah,
only
give it to
player in the
Mainu,
team that I
yeah,
could think
give it
of
Mainu.
who just give him the ball. He's not gonna lose
Give
it.
it, man. You give it.
I want to see how many games.
That
he played.
Wolves got alone just.
Mainly
Yeah,
played
bro,
32.
all the goals he scored were big goals as well.
Yeah.
And he was injured. for
Cup
the beginning of
final
the
goal,
season.
he scored a bang against Liverpool. Last minute nutmeg someone wrapped
Wolves-
the bottom corner to win it against
Wolves as well. That was one of the goals of the season as well. Like the
Bro,
way he just
give it-
gracefully,
Catalogue of goals
Fuck it,
is
give it me.
insane.
gracefully took
Dallo
on a
and
player.
Mainu.
We gave Dalu one. Let's give this one to me.
Yeah.
He played 32 games this season. Remember
do
the
what-
pre-season
yeah.
we were saying that
Yeah.
he's about to
And he got
join
injured.
the
Break it,
team.
yeah.
Injured.
Because of his age as well. Like, what,
Guess who
like,
injured
he
him in
shouldn't
that
be
preseason?
this composed.
Right.
Remember? No, it was
Nah,
Casemiro.
Oh my
Casemiro.
God, it was
He dashed Saka into him or something.
Oh
innit?
yeah. He tackled into him by accident.
Bro, he got paid, man, from pre-season.
So
He
you're
got
right.
paid,
Someone
bro.
bribed him. Someone bribed
But he
him.
knew from then.
He sabotaged
He
him,
was
bro.
like, if Mainu's fit, we're gonna finish third. So he injured him.
Trust.
Imagine how we would have played if Mainoo
Bruv,
was
it
in the
would've
team.
been crazy.
No. To be fair, even when he was in the team, we were like the midfielders.
No, but by that time the
But
team
like
was
Ten
already
Hag would have had an
setting up.
idea. He had his idea
Brought
then,
him,
innit?
man.
With
Maybe,
Maino.
but there was no structure even when.
And remember pre-season we was playing really well, by the way.
He did
When
play
he was
really
in
well.
I'm saying the whole team.
Oh yeah,
It was gonna-
Obviously it's
That
pre-season.
was a
Yeah,
vibe.
you know what?
Obviously, that's a vibe. That's
Yeah,
a
we played
typical
Oaks,
Man
Martial
United
as well.
vibes.
Yeah, Martial and Ahmad were
Onana-
balling.
And Onana was balling out then as well. And Onana came into Premier League and then his confidence took a hit straight away. But yeah,
If it's Mainu or Dallo, I'd give it.
I'm happy to give to Mainoo.
No, I
Because
want
of
to
his
give to
age
Maino,
and
man.
all of that.
Man,
Give it to
gave
Mainu.
Dalu an award. You can't get two.
I also, this might sound a bit controversial. I feel like Dallo's getting too much love, you know?
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like he hasn't been that amazing.
No. That's what I
Like,
was
he's
saying
been
earlier.
one of our better
He's
players, but-
consistent. It's not that he's amazing.
Yeah,
he's
he's
just
not amazing.
consistent.
Yeah.
He's the only player you can say performed every time he
Yeah.
played.
And he
And
plays
it's not
with
that
his
he
heart
played
on his
amazing.
sleeve, like,
Yeah.
He improved in things that I was concerning for me.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
last year I used to think he couldn't defend the back
Now
post.
he
This
can
year he
defend.
did it really
Yeah.
well. And
he's always concentrating now.
yeah,
I like
on the
that.
ball, and he looks like he could be a captain of their club. Like,
On the ball, he's very
one
good.
of the
Yeah, his
leaders of
passion
that team.
for the club is really
I
good.
wouldn't like.
I don't think he was good
Not
enough
wear-
to be the
not to
captain.
wear the armband,
but I'm saying he's
but,
one of the leaders.
yeah,
innit?
you
So,
can
like,
tell, yeah.
Yeah, I
He was,
think
even
got love
even
for
that
the
first half, bro, you kept coming to our side and
Yeah.
Epic Cup final trying to get the crowd going, all this shit. He's
You know, Ronaldo
respect his
actually
attitude.
shouted him out. Remember that interview?
Yeah, yeah.
So like
Time
he
out.
kind of knew.
big up Dalu. But
He
yeah,
bigged up. He bigged up Dallo
Mainu,
early.
bruv, best player ever.
Mainu, yeah.
Kobe Mainoo, BTL Pods, player of the season for the Manchester United 23-24 season, FA Cup champion of the world, FA Cup winner in the final
Next
as
year,
well.
Ballon d'Or.
Next year, imagine getting a man of the match against Kovacic, who's been playing for 15 years for Real
Rodri.
Madrid, City, Chelsea, whoever else. Rodri, who's the best
And then lost the game
CDM,
in 74
hasn't
games
lost a
or
game.
whatever.
in
He
74
he
games.
ruined
So
his
Mainu
streak.
dunked on
Bruh,
them,
that's
bruv.
mad.
Oh,
I
man.
think that's an award in itself. Like
Real talk.
ruining
Kevin De Bruyne, best centre mid. in the
Hooked him
Premier
at
League
half-time,
history.
bruv.
Kevin De Bruyne, bruv. He-
Foden, player of the season in
Quiet,
the Premier League.
ghosted
Never
there.
heard of him.
Mainoo got man of the match on all of them, dunked on all of them, and got a winner as well.
And now he's about to go win the Euros for England.
Yeah, I can't wait to
People
see my
don't even know.
Euros.
1,000%. He's
If
he's
he
gonna be a
plays,
crucial player.
If he plays, we win.
He's the best player in the world.
well, depends. Southgate, Kane as well. Kane curse, probably not.
Mainu can
Nah,
overcome
Main's gonna
it.
break. But I mean, bro,
Mainu
Rodri's
broke
streak.
Rodri's streak. He can
Bro,
overcome
he can do it
Kane
now.
curse.
I think he can. I think he can.
Imagine. All right, guys, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. Check out the next videos as well. Player, keeper, sell, manager, in or out as well. Make sure you like this video. Get in the comments. Do you agree with our awards? This is Between the Lines podcast. See you in the next one. Peace out.
Between the lines.